Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Yo Hear Me Out podcast. This is our very first episode, and this is the podcast where we are related, educated, and opinionated. My name is Avery.
And my name is Leland, aka LB, and pretty much here because we grew up together. We have a lot of opinions about a lot of different things, and most of the time those conversations happen at Thanksgiving tables, Christmas tables, birthday parties, graduation events, and we're always kind of like the two going at it about something. Like we have two very strong opinions about a lot of different things, and so this whole idea came about from family saying like, "Yo, y'all need to do this on the podcast." So Here we are, for sure.
Okay. Yeah, this is our very first episode and recording. And so every time you listen to this podcast, you can expect a few staple segments from us. We're always going to be talking about TV and movies, pop culture, things that are trending on Twitter, would you rather questions, and of course, what everybody likes or hates to like, ranking different things as well.
So everybody knows would you rather. Some people hate it, some people love it. For some odd reason, me and Avery, over the years, there's actually a game called Would You Rather where you got like these little cards that'll ask you different questions. And it's just really, I don't know, the game is just all about debate. It's like your point. Like, what do you think? Would you rather do this and do that? Sometimes we agree, a lot of times we don't. And so we felt like this would be a dope segment to ours because it's just a natural thing that we do. Like I said, this whole thing, you're watching it is like us, how we talk normally. So, it's a little bit produced, right? But for the most part, like, this is just us. When we catch up from time to time, yo, cuz, what's going on? We ask each other questions. Sometimes you'll be texting me and be like, yo, man, I watched this show, but what you think about this dynamic and this concept? And we just go back and forth about what we think about it. So we felt like it would be kind of fire to, add to the mix too. So, babe, if you want to come in and like, she's got some prepared for us, I think, and it's like off the cuff. So we don't even know what these are, but we're just gonna hit them live and see how they go.
All right, you guys ready for the fire?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right. So the first question is, would you rather lose your sight or your memories?
I'm gonna let you go first. In a would you rather, right? There's always the best would you rather's are the ones that make you stop and think for a second, because it's like it's so close, it's hard.
True.
This one feels easy to me, man. But what you think?
Nah, it's easy to me too, bro. Definitely, I'm gonna take that. Losing my memories, man. Losing my memories. I had to get reintroduced to everybody again. Show me photos, show me text messages, and yeah, bro, I just can't lose my sight, bro. I just can't lose my sight, man. Like,
and this is what I'm saying. I think this one is like basically like, would you rather have your future or your past? And I think if you ask anybody, like, they'd rather have their future. Now, granted, I understand you can still have a future without no sight, but it's definitely going to be much, much different.
Definitely.
And
definitely.
I don't know, bro. Yeah, I gotta keep my sight, man. I just need my sight. It's going to be tough to not have no memories, but you might actually live a more fulfilling life, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know what's going on, you just like, yo, you live in every day.
I think even if I had no memories, right?
Yo, how that work though? Like short-term memory, like you don't remember what happened 5 minutes ago?
I usually think of that as like, okay, you don't remember any people. Like you might still know your name. You might still know, hopefully I know the stuff I'm learning in school. Or also, I'm really screwed. Yo.
You hurt, but your job is gonna be real simple, son.
You know what? It would be different though if I had already graduated and was in a job though. I think I could finesse it. Hey guys, I lost my memory, but hopefully I'm still sharp. I can pick it up again. But right now, having not graduated, it's gonna be. I might have to. No, I ain't gonna take the sight still. But no, it's just gonna be rough, man. But usually I just think of it as like I think of it as like people and stuff. Like you're not gonna remember people, friends, experiences at all. And hopefully you still keep your skills. I guess you still don't drive.
No, it says your memories, bro. That's the thing about Would You Rather, which is always funny. It's like, what are y'all talking about though? Like you need more qualified.
Oh, so you don't know nothing at all? Like what you talking about?
Don't say that. It's just no memories. You how you determine it?
Well, because here's the thing though, some stuff I feel like it ain't like a memory, you just kind of know it. Like for instance, you might kind of know how to instinctively drive a car. I'm not thinking about the first time I drove a car when I sat behind the wheel. That's why I'm saying I wouldn't necessarily lose my ability to
No,
drive.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Like that's a skill that
Yeah.
you learn. That's not a memory.
But I would forget, I wouldn't lose my memories. I would forget driver's ed and stuff. Like I wouldn't.
You forget how you learned how to drive a car,
Correct.
but you would know how to drive a car.
Hopefully, or else if I don't know nothing at all, son, that's crazy, son. Like you could just speak, I guess, and you don't know like any facts at all.
How can you speak? How could you speak, son?
Well, usually people when they lose their memory, that's what I'm saying. You from what I've seen, a few examples, they still can speak. It ain't like vegetative state or nothing like that. So usually they just forget certain things. Because even there's like a disease where some people they can't remember, they don't associate people's face. I don't know the name of it. Maybe in production you can throw it over screen. It's a lot more work. But yeah, you can't like associate people's faces with them. Like you'll have to hear them or smell them, which to me is kind of freaky. Like you can be looking at someone, if they don't say nothing, you just looking like, I don't know who you are, saying, and they start talking. Oh, that's Leland. That's kind of crazy. It's like a disorder of the brain, huh? Ain't that crazy? You be looking at somebody.
Yeah. It is. It's crazy, man. It's crazy what stuff happens because even like dyslexic, like you just like flip stuff around. Like it's all. It's not even. It's involuntary. You know what I'm saying? Like your mind is just doing this. This is what you see. So I can see that.
Listen, that also reminds me, dude. I read one article. Even we coming out here through the pandemic. I read one article. It was talking about like side effects of COVID. One person had another disease, where basically like their sense of taste and smell got messed up, and certain foods they used to like. They like it tasted repulsive, like really nasty stuff, like soiled meat or certain things. It was kind of crazy. I was like, dude, this is prosopag. Go ahead and pronounce that, Lena. She put it in the chat.
You got the wrong ones. Man.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it says that it can be socially crippling. It's individuals with the disorder often have difficulty recognizing family members and close friends. They often use other ways to identify people, such as relying on voice, clothing, or unique physical attributes, but these are not as effective as recognizing a face.
That's crazy, son. Like every time, no matter where you walk in that joint, I can't recognize you till you talk. So even you might look around and be like, "Who the heck? You take a nap on the couch, you wake up, you like, whoa, who are these people?" Then they start talking. Okay.
Nah. I mean, that's true. But what I'm saying is, you probably like once you know you have it, you have it. So you're probably not gonna freak out immediately. You probably just gonna be like, "Hey man, just say something real quick." Like
true, but it's gonna be like that a lot. Like if I don't recognize you at all from looking at you, bro, that means I'm looking at you, son. Like,
but what I'm saying, all right, okay, true. But think about it. If I know you and you don't know me, the first time it's gonna throw you off. But when I walk up to you again, like, yo, man, my dude, like, cuz, what's up? You're gonna at least assume, hey, this guy knows me. I have a condition. Let me chill out. You're not gonna immediately every time you see somebody. Like that's just gonna be crazy. Like you're gonna assume that you know this person because they talking to you like they know you, and you're gonna at least like, all right, sorry, I got this thing, dog. Like, work with me. You know what I'm saying?
So there's another one too. I was talking about that where the person's like sense of taste and smell gets messed up. That could be the same one, maybe maybe not. But it was just talking about how basic, like it was a guy, he wrote like an article. It was like an opinion piece in New York Times or something a couple of years ago. And he was like, bro, my life is hell. And I was like, oh my goodness, this doesn't sound crazy. Like he was like, I can't even go out because certain regular smells now like smell like super strong. Like if someone wearing a perfume or something, like I said, it might smell like rotten eggs. And it's like, oh my goodness, like it's just kind of crazy. And he's talking about he can't eat his favorite foods no more. One of his foods, he said, tastes like cigarettes now. I was like, bro, that junk. And I was, because he had COVID. I was like, crazy. Please, I'd rather have no taste than it tastes like repulsive. That's crazy, son. I'd rather have no taste and smell than like I can't even function out here.
Nah, it is crazy, man. I mean, COVID was crazy in the but the side effects that people had was like really wild. It was really wild, man. I mean, like I couldn't imagine. Like, I mean, some people just all the varying range of side effects was just crazy, and so. Like not have taste, I can't smell for a month. I mean, people would be like for months, they were like, I still can't smell. Like
I couldn't smell for a few days there. Let me tell you one benefit. Man, water tasted amazing, guys. Like it was like, son, I'll drink it from heaven's fountain. That jump pure and crisp. When I was drinking that water, son, it was like, this is like, yo, this tastes amazing. It had like pure, no taste water. It was great. Ashley said this other one is what's it say? Hyperosema? Hyper, oh, heightened, yeah. Yeah. But it was also like not just a oversensitive nose, but it was like a cross couple. Like some stuff ain't like he wasn't actually smelling what
it was
there.
reversed. There's an inverse
Yeah,
of
it was
what was
messed
going
up.
on.
It was messed up. But
No,
yeah,
that's crazy.
Go ahead with the next one, Ashley.
What's the next one?
All right. So the next one is, would you rather give up air conditioning and heating for the rest of your life, or give up the internet for the rest of your life?
Go ahead, cuz.
All right, I'll take this one, man. This one also is kind of easy to me. I mean, I know like when you think about it, it sounds crazy off the rip. You're like, yo, I gotta have heat and I gotta have air. But man, the internet is just, you cannot think about this, man. I know everybody that's out here that's listening to this, more specifically, if you're listening to this, you have internet in your house.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like your electricity bill, you know, you might keep that going just because you need the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like when the power goes out, what's the first thing that you worried about? Because you got your phone on you. You know what I'm saying? Like you're like, dang, the internet out. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I got good enough signal because I want to be entertained. I just want to be connected. Like, I don't think, I mean, air conditioning or heating, like, bro, like people live without that. You know what I'm saying? People live without that. People live without that now. Shoot, boy, you go to New York, they ain't got no air conditioning like that. So you can make do. It's not gonna be comfortable for sure, but the internet might just help you find a solution for that. It might.
You look a little life hack,
yeah, the internet might give you some life hacks, bro. You need that, right, bro. I can't go without it, yo.
Nah, 100%, bro. You gotta have the internet in today's age. And actually, dude, I had none of either for a while in my life, man. In my car and in my house, we didn't have. We always had heat, I guess. We always had heat, but we always had heat in the house. I didn't have heat in my car 1 year, bro, or no.
Nah,
AC.
bro, that's tough. No, my truck I had a truck for a year that was like, it just didn't want to act right, and it was cold, bro.
You just keep jackets on there. You keep, you know what I'm saying.
In fact, hey, this was weird about it. My heat wouldn't work, but it had heat warmers. And so, like the seats.
Oh, you had heat, son. I'm talking about the real stuff.
No, bro. That's I promise you that's not the same. Your hands
heat
cold.
Warmers?
Bro, your back and your butt is hot. Like that's not enough.
That's a blessing,
your leg, your feet, but your fingers, your toes, like it's freezing cold. So it's 30 degrees in the car, but your back is hot and your legs are hot. That ain't it, bro.
That's a blessing, bro. Listen, I had nothing, dog. That's a blessing, bro. Because here's the thing, too. When I had it, bro, during the daytime, it wouldn't be too bad. At least the sun hit you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then you got no wind. You just had the windows rolled up, so there's no wind. But at nighttime, when I used to hop in the car with no heat, son, there's nowhere. It's just as cold as it is outside, son. It's cold. It's cold, bro.
It's cold, man. It's uncomfortable. It's just uncomfortable the whole time. You're not getting no heat. Your heat in your body just constantly leaving, bro. It's not a fun time. But I need that internet, Toast, man. I need that.
At this time, bro, I was just living, you know what I'm saying, living in Sanford too. So I didn't have no crazy long drives. Like the car I'm in now, dude, I'll be even true. I just drove to Canada. That's 15 hours, man. It would have been impossible, no air. I mean, no heat, son. It's impossible. But that time I was very local, so it wasn't too bad having no heat. I wasn't going more than 30 minutes any direction before.
Bro, listen, man. On dog, no air in the heat of the summer might be just as bad, if not worse, than no heat. No, like, cause what I'm saying, look, hear me out. When you get in the car, when you cold, what you do? You put on stuff, right? You can put on gloves, heat warmer, black, you know, all that good stuff. But bro, when it is hot in your car and you try to roll the window down and that heat in your car is also hot, it's not a good time, bro.
It's what I used to do, bro. And even now my car is real clean. Like I don't have anything in the car. Even did I even have a phone charger right there? No, the Jeep, my first car was that 91 Jeep. I don't think I had a little phone charger joint either. So to me, I used to keep my car completely empty, and I had the windows rolled down like all the time, and in the summertime. So that helped a little bit too. So it wasn't no getting in, rolling out the windows. It just was always down, son. And I just had nothing in the car. Yeah. See, you don't know about. I'm telling you, I lived through this, son. That's all you got to do. So you can't get in that car.
No. Wait. We be all the way down. So you talking about at the end of the day, you go into your house and the joint's down.
100. I don't know. I don't think I had them all the way down. They for sure all four was cracked. 100% and a decent crack too. 100%. Like if somebody had a little hanger, they can get in there. But it was such an old car, and like I said, I just had nothing in there. I didn't keep nothing in there, so I don't think people would have broke in because like it looked like you could just. Also, there was no tent on the window, so you can see straight in that.
Nah, there was no tent.
You can see it's like nothing in there for you to take, son. There's nothing in there for sure.
Shout out Aunt Bert, man.
Yeah,
Aunt Bert for that Jeep. That joint got played for years. That Jeep got played, man. My mom drove that Jeep. You drove that Jeep.
Yeah.
That was.
Then my mom drove it after. Right. My mom drove it after too. So yeah, that was a great car for sure. Held me down, man. But yeah, no air, no heat though. So.
Super.
No air, no heat.
You know what I'm saying? But it got you. No heat.
You went over about 75.
No air.
It used to shake a little bit. You couldn't really get over 75. You just start shaking on you like this. Yeah.
That joint had everything in that joint was analog, man.
It's true. But good thing I like about a Jeep too, a lot of visibility, like huge windows everywhere and stuff. Front window, back window is real huge. Right now I'm in a sedan. I don't got that same level of visibility. So yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you could have hit anything in that joint.
Maybe. I don't think I had an airbag, bro. I really don't think there was no airbag in that joint, bro. That steering wheel.
You ain't need one, but that joint was straight iron, boy.
Listen, here's one thing. I know for sure that wasn't a passenger airbag. For sure there wasn't no passenger airbag. No lie.
Yo, that little stick. And that little stick.
I don't think there's no airbag in that joint. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, bro. Yeah, hopefully in post-production, we can pull up a picture of that the steering wheel column on that old Jeep like this size, bro. There's
even
no
the
way
front,
no airbag.
there was for sure no passenger. No, because I opened up the joint, it's no passenger. Hopefully inside that steering wheel was a one for me, but I never got
the my man was riding on faith, son.
Heck no, son. And the seatbelt is so old. It might not have did the little, now when you yank the seatbelt, it stopped. It probably didn't do that. The seatbelt kept going when you pull it fast. I couldn't afford to get no wreck, son. It wouldn't even stop me. On the hood of the car.
You said the seatbelt kept going, bro. Like it didn't.
If you pull it fast, it kept going, man. It was just there so you don't get a ticket, I guess, son. It's enough to keep you on the hood of the car. You're not gonna fly out the car. You be on the hood. It'll keep you on the hood, bro.
No, that's crazy. But it was a tank though, son. I promise you that thing was actual iron. I promise you that. That's what I'm saying. You probably could have hit stuff and been all right. You probably wouldn't have felt it. That's why you didn't need no airbag. That joint was
1991 Jeep Cherokee. I don't think it was no airbag. For sure, no passenger.
That Jeep had no plastic on it at all, son. That joint was straight steel, boy, the whole way through, man.
I believe it. Definitely.
All right, next, man. That's what.
Avery was out here riding on a hope and a prayer, huh?
That's it. Couldn't go over 75.
Nothing but faith. My man had gasoline and faith, bro. That's it.
Couldn't go over 75, just start shaking, son. And if y'all remember too, at one point the seat messed up too. It was about it was a few months there that was terrible to drive. Like the seat was like broken, leaning back. So like I started, actually now think about it, I'm having back problems now. It could have all started then, bro, because that seat was like broken, leaning back. So I had to like sit up in that truck for a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, then I went to you remember that truck, bro? It was very like if you would have sat in that car for more than a minute.
No, we gotta talk about that joint, bro. Yeah, I remember. Yo, this seat, bro, would not sit up at a 90-degree angle, son. That joint was flat. Yo.
And lean down a little bit this way, bro. It was all bad, son. It was all bad, bro.
Yo, I'm weak, man. My man back had his be straight. You had to sit up straight. It's like sitting on a stool in your car, bro. That's crazy.
But worse, dude, I feel like after a couple minutes of driving, he was like in pain. It wasn't like, let me just sit up. It was like, because I think it was a little bit too. So like, it wasn't good for your posture, man. It was bad, bro. And so listen, this is what I'm telling you. I know about the struggle, dude. I went to a junkyard. I was looking for a while. Look, I need another seat for this joint. I felt it up, like it wasn't even the same seat. But I remember I installed that joint. I was like, yo, let's go, son. Took off that seat.
Wait, no. I gotta hear this story, son. So you installed it, son. What you get? You bought that joint out of like a Honda CRV and you just put that joint in a Jeep, son?
No. It was still a Jeep seat, but it wasn't my same Jeep seat, if that makes sense. It wasn't the same make and model. So at least fit in there normally. It just didn't match the other one. But I kind of thought of it, sometimes people have their driver's seat look a little decked out and stuff. It was kind of a little bit nicer than my other seat. So I took it, man. It was just
it was a little soft. I mean, I take that, bro. Listen, man, look. You know, hey, don't trip now. Don't trip. When we talking about the struggle, you know, bro. Remember that time you and Aaron is his Avery's younger brother, my cousin as well. Remember that time we went to that basketball tournament and my door fell off on my Avenger saying, yeah, it took all of us to put that joint back on.
Oh yeah.
Remember we was in Fayetteville, son, and my door, like my passenger door, like it's a long story, but originally when I bought the car,
the guy sold me.
Hey man, listen,
you need to take care of this thing soon. He was like, all right, no problem.
No problem. Yeah. And then one day that joint actually fell off the hinges, bro. It took 3 people to pick the joint up and push it in, and like, man, that joint was crazy, son. Like, don't trip, man. I done had some struggles too. Man.
Listen, that's still like a one-day struggle or a couple minute struggle. This is a day.
Well, that was a one-day struggle. That was weeks, bro. They was charging like a grip to put that door handle back.
But for you personally, that only affect passengers. Yo, if you're gonna come in here, you're gonna have to climb through. Bro, this was a daily reminder. You sitting sideways on this thing. My back, son. You get in that car in the wintertime, you like you trying to drive fast to get home, but you can't go over 75. In the summertime, you just sitting there sweating like, boy, this is crazy. At a stoplight.
Yeah, I'm weak, man. Hold on. Yo, production. Yo, take that joint and run that joint about 3 times. What?
That's what you do, man. You get that car, it's cold. Like I said, in the daytime, it's decent because the walk to your car, when you walk to your car, it's colder than it is inside your car because you get the wind on it. Once you get in the car, it's a little bit of relief in the daytime. Like, oh, praise God. At night, it's just as cold inside the car as outside, son. Just as cold, son. Yeah.
Yeah, that joint wild, son. It's wild, but
and all that being said, still give me the internet, and I go back.
No. Hold on. I got you, bro. I got you one beat. I promise you, I got you one beat. Recent too, man. My last truck, probably about 2-3 years ago, son. For some crazy reason, my door handle on my driver's side door handle went out.
Okay.
So I not open my driver's side door, period. From the outside, from the inside.
It's pretty rough. That's pretty rough. Yeah.
Now imagine how the heck you drove the car, man. I literally get in and out of the car. I had to climb over my seat to get in that joint.
It's kind of crazy, bro.
That was like that for at least like 2 weeks, bro.
Now, here's how. Okay, first of all, here's how it's beat. Number 1, only 2 weeks. Number 2, that's still 2 minutes of discomfort getting in, 2 minutes out. Like I said, it's the entire ride of discomfort.
Bro, hey, first of all, you can't knock me, saying you should have went to the junkyard sooner, bro. Like you can. What I'm saying is,
what about the no air? What about the no air and the no AC, no heat, though?
I had no air, no AC too, bro. What are we talking about?
Well, hey,
I told you I had no heat in my truck. I told you
you had no AC though. That's not bad.
Bro, listen, nah, man, stop playing, bro. Stop playing.
Bro, everybody that's out there, you got to play leather seats, man. Come on, man, that's a blessing.
Nah, listen, hey, stop playing. Everybody that's out there, please, if you in the chat, please tell this man.
Okay,
heat warmers do not. Heat warmers is not like no constellation prize, bro.
Would you rather have no nothing or no heat and some seat warmers? Which one? One for no nothing, 2 for seat warmers at least.
Why you better have no nothing, bro? Come on, say. Would you rather have no nothing or no something, bro? Come on, yo.
Or some seat warmers at least. Yo, give them seat warmers.
They help, but they didn't like. I wasn't warm. I wasn't in my car like, dang, yeah, I'm so glad I got these seat warmers. My heat is off. That's not how it worked, bro. It was like literally the only source of heat possible. Every time I stopped driving the car, I had to stick my hands under my legs to try to warm them up because it was cold. Stop, bro. Stop.
Hold on. See, listen, I was driving with gloves on. Look at you privileged, bro. I had gloves, man. I didn't have gloves on in that car. Like, what you mean? See, yo.
What I'm saying is it's mildly more struggles and mildly. Like I'm telling you, the relief won all that, bro. All right. Anyway, bro, that's crazy.
Give me the internet still. I'll go back to it in a heartbeat and have internet, son.
Give me the internet, son. Give me the internet. What's next, babe?
Y'all got me about to pass out over here. Okay.
Yeah. Cut
The
that
struggle
joint.
bus
Clip that joint for
award.
sure.
Mhm.
Every time in this podcast we get a joint, we're gonna come back and use that soundbite. Ah.
Okay. This is the next.
Hey,
Would you rather always have BO and not know it, or always smell BO on everyone else?
Go ahead, bro. Who
right.
went first last time? Is it
I'm not
me?
sure, but listen, and the guy that I read that little article that had the COVID, he talked about how his life is terrible. He never got used to those extremely bad smells. He was never like, okay, I'm used. He was like, bro, this junk suck. That being said, son, give me the BO, son.
Nah, son. Nope. This gonna be the first one, son. I'm not having it. Because that dude said that his life was bad, but you know what I'm saying? If people smelled him, if he was the source of contention, like he smelled, nobody wants to be that, bro. You're an outcast instantly, bro.
Listen, I knew a person back in the day, man, that had a little smell, man.
A little smell, son.
It was a smell. Now, if they came in the room, it was a smell. Matter of fact, there's another story. I gotta protect the innocent. There's a story I almost want to share. I might share with you later, bro. But listen, some people have some smell. You can still be out of there cool people. Now, that definitely, if they're the someone of the opposite sex, it decreases your attractiveness to them. You're like, okay, now never. No matter how good you look, I'm straight. But you can still be cooler friends. You know what I mean? You can still be cool.
But what I'm saying is, who wants to live their life like that, bro? Who wants to live their life as a permanent person that's like, listen, like, bro, there's a lot of parties nobody want to invite you to. Like, dang, like, you know what I'm saying?
But
Avery cool. Avery mad cool. He the life of the party, but dude smells bad, dog. And he can't help
Outdoor events only, son. Outdoor events, that would help a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. Nah, listen. I'll take the burden. To smell bad. At least I can look at people and be like, dang, they smell bad. I don't want nobody to look at me and be like, yo, you smell bad. Please back up. Like you talking to somebody and they just like, hey, but
But okay, speaking of talking to somebody, right? Like even if somebody got real foul breath, you can only smell it to a certain distance. It ain't like, you know what I mean? Someone like, I knew a person with bad breath too, but it was only like if they was in your face. So if you step back a little bit, like, hey,
bro, no. Look at the thing. The word is said always, bro.
This guy has perpetually bad breath. His breath was always stinking. I just backed up some. No, for real. I just backed up, bro. That's it.
Nah, what I'm saying is, they saying
nobody associate with. That's kind of
you always have body odor. So what I'm saying is like there is in the way it's reading, there's no way that somebody's not smelling your body odor, son. Zero chance, bro. Zero chance that you're not smelling.
Depends where you at, though. Depends where you at. Like for real, because you gotta like get a whiff walking. Like if someone smells good, you don't just smell them automatically across the room. They gotta walk past you in a certain way to smell it. You know what I'm saying? It's
nah, bro. Listen, what I'm saying is, and what's I'm saying, and this is the thing, bro. It says and not know it. Read the joint. It says, yes. Would you rather always have BO and not know it? So you are completely.
Oh no! So I didn't mean to look dead to that. Listen,
you're completely oblivious, bro. So they just not rocking with you, and you have no idea why.
You have an idea, bro. Somebody
no,
ever tell me?
No. It literally says you have no idea, bro.
So no one's ever gonna say, even a loved one, hey man, you kind of smell. Never.
Bro, you do not know it. This is a very clear time. And would you rather when they say you don't know? So you can't say, well, I'm gonna know later. Nah, the thing says you do not know. So you just going around life and nobody wants to ride with you. No women want to talk to you. Nobody want to hire you. You're not getting invited nowhere. You're just a social outcast and you have no idea why.
And so not even my mama can tell me, hey, baby.
No. No.
The doctor can't even tell me, sir, you have permanent halitosis body. The doctor can't say that either.
Halitosis body.
The doctor can't say that to me either, huh? That's crazy. Okay, well, if that be the case, yeah, give me I'll smell everyone else. But then the same thing might happen. I might stop hanging out with people, dog.
Hey, yeah. Give me my point. Give me my point.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Y'all hear me out. I don't know what's the point total, but you gotta give me that point, son, because I literally just convinced this man
That's fair.
Nah, nobody can tell you, bro. You just don't know. You don't know. So
And that's terrible, man. That's terrible. You're gonna
yeah,
be questioning your life.
I'd rather spend it on other people. You know, they can know. I can tell them. You don't say I can't tell them. You know, I can tell them
but
like,
no
hey,
matter
bro,
what you tell them, it ain't gonna change. They're gonna always smell it. Man. So my thing, you probably end up being a little recluse, man.
Hey, I'd rather have that my choice than it be somebody else's choice. Because you're gonna be a recluse too, and it ain't gonna be your choice.
But also too, but now with the mask, man, you just be masked up and blame it on COVID. You just have a mask all the time. Like, yo, he really taking this COVID thing seriously. Yeah, man. Mask
right. This says BO stands for bodily odor, son.
For sure.
So we're not talking about just your breath. We're talking about the whole thing, son.
Well, also BO also means your breath can be all right. Your breath can be all right.
Your breath can be fine.
Yeah, you can still kiss and stuff.
But who gonna get close enough, son?
Hold your breath, man. Hold your breath.
Nah, bro. Nah,
you right. You right.
Give me that point, son. I need it, son. 2023 first episode.
All right. You got it, Mister.
All right.
All right, guys. This is the fourth and final question. It's a classic would you rather question. So would you rather receive $10 million 5 years from now or $1 million right now?
All right. Before we get into it, I remember this one because this is a big one. Like this was like 10 years ago. It's a long time. It came from that card game. Would you rather? Shout out to them. But I think if Avery correct me, but I think this one was $10 million 10 years from now, which is because of how close this one is. It's very nuanced. I think it's $10 million 10 years from now or $1 million right now. Oh, Avery, what you saying, bro? I can't even remember your stance on this back in the past, so it's a good one to rehash.
Well, at this point now, for sure, give me the $1 million now, bro. For sure. I think even a 10 million 10 years from now, I'd take less. I feel like the 10 million 5 years from now is a little more.
All right. Let's do this then, man. Because this was a new one. Let's revamp it, right? For us. And you can agree to put this on here just to make it a little tougher. What if we made it 20 million 10 years from now and 1 million right now? Yes,
Here's the thing. I think if I had a 20 million, it's about to be go crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. It's probably 10 years from now, it'll go crazy, bro. For sure.
20 million 10 years from now or $1 million right now.
I might still take the $1 million, man. I might still take the $1 million, bro. I'm being honest.
Why? Okay. All right. I actually I'm in the same mindset.
I don't know, because here's the thing.
I wonder if it's for the same reason. So go ahead. Tell me your reason.
Here's the thing, bro. I feel like oftentimes people always look at these questions and they try to like do the flip unreasonably. Like, bro, to go 20x in 10 years, bro, that's gonna be hard. So I don't think
it's gonna be real hard.
Real hard. So that's
gonna be real hard.
Say, I invest that $1 million, I'm gonna have 100 million in. If I know you're not gonna have 100 million 5 years, man. If you're doing anything that's that volatile, chances are it's also gonna be very risky too. And so you could easily lose whatever you put in. Like if you have something that can give you double, triple your money, that's going to have a higher chance of like it flopping too. You see what I'm saying? Usually stuff will give you like 10%, depending on what you're doing, you can maybe get a 20, 30% flip, but you're not getting like triple, all that stuff like that. So to me, I'll just take the $1 million. I don't think I'd hit necessarily 20 afterwards, but I think it would set me up real nice for like to be in a really, really great spot. Even 20 years from now, I'm in a great spot. Will I have 20 million? Not per se. Will I have more than 1 million? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
This is definitely a good question for this. It depends. I think this one really comes down to where you are in your life.
Sure.
Like how confident you are in your financial literacy, I think makes a point because, man, I think when we first heard this, it had to be about 10 years ago when we first pulled this one up. It was a long time ago. And I remember the conversations going back and forth, the adults at the time that was like, yo, like this and that. I'm like, shoot, what, early 20s at the minimum, you probably in your late teens. Bro, for sure now, man. Like, what I know about real estate, what I know about investing, entrepreneurship, like what I know now, like it's a clear, like, bro, you give me 500,000 right now, I'm pretty sure I'm retired, honestly. So if you give me $1 million, I know like what to do with what to kind of like, all right, we can make it. Like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna have 20.
Because the 20 is a lot, but could you have 5 after 10 years? Could you have 5?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'd probably be more closer to 5. I might even be closer to 10, bro. If you make a couple good plays. But I just think the main key to this one is always opportunity cost.
Sure.
Right? Like think about 10 years ago. Like if you invested in Amazon, if you invested in Google, if you invested in Microsoft, if you invested in crypto, like the opportunity cost of time is just too high. And I mean, let's just keep it a buck, right? It's $1 million right now. Like who can't use and set themselves up right now? Bro, you might not even live 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Or your circumstance might be 10 years from now. I know a lot of people was like in the argument, like, well, if I die, does my family get it? You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that, which kind of breaks the original would you rather, but it's still kind of valid to the point. Like the point is that some people are willing to wait time for the bigger reward if they feel like it's worth it, if they're young, if they're like, yo. But me personally, I just think that you're going to have more opportunity to grow yourself, your finances with $1 right now. It's just too good, and it's right now. It's not like if it might actually be a different story if somebody said, "Listen, we'll give you $1 million a year from now, or we give you $20 million 10 years from now." Now we're talking completely different. Like that's like a year from now, $1 million. I'll probably still go with that because the time is shorter, but it's definitely going to be a harder decision for me if you put time and distance in it.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
That's good, man. I don't know what else you got. That's it. That's all you have for that one.
Yeah, no, I think it makes sense, bro. Just to get the $1 million now, like you said, I know I learned a lot from you going into real estate. So my thing is with $1 million, bro, I get about 2 homes, bro. Flip them just in the Airbnbs and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Or heck, 2 duplexes. Now I'm really chilling, son. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. You really do it even better. You leverage because I mean, all you gotta do is put 20%. Traditionally, right? Traditionally, you only putting 20% down on a property, a real investment property, to get a mortgage. So you ain't got to buy them all cash. You just buy enough of them. You use enough of your money to buy multiple that are cash flowing. So you split. Let's say you put $100,000 down, but you're making $1,000 a month on every time you put $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna be smooth. So you use $700,000 to buy 7 properties, but they all make you $1,000 a month. That's $7,000 a month that you don't have to do anything to passive. You still got $3,000 in your pocket.
Yeah.
And you said most people can live comfortably off $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 a month.
For sure.
Check coming through. So
sure.
I'm with it,
man. So I'm saying you take that $1 million, bro, you could be set, dog. But even doing that math, if you crunch the math out, I mean, like I said, you may not hit the, like I said, 20 million per se in 10 years, but you could be up though, still up big and in a good spot. And it's also happening immediately. Like your circumstances are changing right now. Like you like you said, you talked about how you could possibly retire somewhere if you got $1 million check, knowing everything you know now, you put in the right things, you could possibly not be working at all. So now it's like your whole life has changed. Yeah,
that's 10 years. That's 10 years of relaxation, luxury, like just comfort, right? So yeah, I mean, I'm sure even after 10 years, if you got 2 million after 10 years, that's still smooth. Like most people don't have $1 million in the bank. So if you just doubled your money in 10 years, you don't have, but you still live in a very comfortable life. It's not even close to me, bro. Like, give me the money sooner. You know, we could probably break this thing if we keep on trying to put 100 in 10 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll wait a little bit.
Yeah, that's a different type of money too, bro. That's a different.
That's a different life.
You different. You live in different.
Generations on generations are 100 million if you do it right. So
for sure. Also for next, man, not only are we passionate about TV and movies, but we're also very passionate about sports here. And so right now we can break down a little bit of sports. I think we're probably bigger into the NBA. Yo, Lena, you in the NFL or not really?
Not at all, son.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
100% not in the NFL at all,
Okay.
son.
Listen, I am 100% into NBA. And right, 93% in the NFL. I mean, I'm up there too. Even right now. Cowboys and Bucks are playing right now as we're recording this, so I can't wait to finish this run and write that out. So listen, we can talk about basketball, man. I know we're in the fantasy basketball league. You started up a fantasy basketball league. Both our teams are doing well. One team's doing a little better.
I think I'm actually number 2 in the league. I think you're number 1 in the league.
Yeah.
Officially right now.
Yeah. So for those who like sports, let me just list off my roster. Actually, I got a clean little roster, but Leland team, I ain't gonna lie, been heating up.
Man, no. So first of all, tell them how you got this roster. Like, don't act like you drafted this. And you better think.
It don't matter. I always go through the waiver wire and stuff.
It matters, man.
Waiver wire me. You listen. First of all,
Shai Gillis single-handedly made your team a bottom tier team into a top tier team.
Somebody dropped. Say Gilgis
Alexander. Chris was tripping, yo.
I'm appreciative. Somebody else, this dude
shout out
right here.
Shout out Chris.
He also
shout
dropped
out Chris for giving.
He dropped Tyler Hero the other day. Now I got Hero.
I dropped Tyler Hero the other day.
I know.
That's not that, bro.
Listen,
Brad, he's dealing with an Achilles injury. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Hey, listen, and I'll drop him if he don't produce. He gave me 30 tonight, which ain't much. Somebody dropped Drew Holiday the other day. Scooped him on up, son. Come on now.
Come on, bro. First of all, look, man. I'm doing fantasy NBA with my boys from college for about 3 or 4 years now, right? Mm-hmm. I think last year we did one with our family, like my dad, cousins, your brother, my brother, right? We did fantasy NBA especially it's really all about strategy week to week, especially if you're playing like points leagues like we do.
True.
It's about the strategy, bro. Like I said, like my team worked for like a month because I had like 5 guys out. But
did you ever drop Kawhi,
like
or you kept Kawhi this whole time through? Yeah,
I kept Kawhi the whole time, bro. And look, I knew he was gonna come back because what I'm saying is I probably wouldn't have kept Kawhi if my other like Jordan was out for like a month. LeBron was out for like a month, and they were out at the same time. So I was like, it don't matter if I let Kawhi go because my team not doing that anyway. So I just took a whole bunch of L's for like a month straight. But now I'm on a 6-week winning streak, son. It's about to be 7. It's about to be 7. Yeah, I'm pretty sure last week I handed you the L.
Yeah, you got me, man. Listen, also too, that you saw, it was the last week Giannis had 2 points, bro. I'm like, come on, dog. This young crazy.
Nah, bro, that's normal, man.
2 points from Giannis? Nah, I got Giannis, 2 guys on my team. But yeah, so right now I'm top currently 9-4. Leland second at 8-5. We also got a couple other people 8-5. It's gonna be steep, man.
It's gonna be this is a competitive year, man. I think teams are straight, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, man, because your team was not that good. I promise you. I'm telling you, your team was not that good. Bro.
I got like almost everybody over 40 points averaging per game, almost. You know what I'm saying? Shea, Claxton is over 40. Hero's over 40. Bridge is over 40. Trae Young, Giannis, Kuzma be over 40. Booker's been out for a while. Still gonna hold on to him. And Jalen Brunson. It's a little when everybody healthy though, bro. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens, dog. So,
we're gonna see what happens,
for sure.
And what tell the people like where'd you draft at this in the what position?
I think I was second. So the first dude took
it was 8 people. It was 8 people in the league total. You was number 7. You were number 2 in the draft, and I was number 8. I was the last person in the draft.
Who'd you pick first? What's your 8th pick? LeBron?
Jason Tatum.
Oh, true.
Which I told y'all Jason Tatum was about to go to another level this year. Y'all didn't hear
well, man.
Y'all didn't hear me, but I knew it.
Hey, I'm looking at it right here on the thing though. LeBron putting up more points per game than Tatum, though. LeBron at 60, Tatum at 58. My boy Brian.
I mean, but this is the thing. LeBron was my number 2, and when you do either one of those are entertaining. Dude, so I picked up LeBron. I picked up Tatum, but the best pick I had in the draft was James Harden. Y'all all slept on him, boy.
Harden been going crazy. Even last night, I watched that game last night between Lakers and Philly. Harden still had, but to me, I feel like, dude, this is a solid NBA take. People got to play more disciplined defense out there, man. You can't like jump at a guy. Like to me, you got to chop your feet on the closeout. The real hoopers, hopefully we got hoopers. We ain't lose them all during the the film, the movie stuff. You gotta close your feet on a closeout, chop your feet, man. If you come out real hard, Harden was just like getting past people easy, son. Because you ran out of them too hard, he go the other way, man. So Harden, he was literally cooking out the Lakers last night. I watched that game. He had 24, 13, and 7, man, and some huge buckets in the fourth, man. So Harden's been going great.
Harden got me right. Jason Tatum. I got Harden, Jason Tatum, LeBron James, Jaren Jackson Jr. Boy, that was a smooth pickup. I got Kawhi Leonard. I got Russell Westbrook, who I actually drafted, then I dropped, then Daryl dropped. Got him. Russ on fantasy? Come on, son. It's too good.
Now, he be up and down, though, bro. One time I had him, son, he might have given me a negative point, then I dropped him.
Hey, but what I'm saying is, like, this is what I'm saying, right? The value of players in fantasy to win where they are on your team. Like if Russell Westbrook was your number 1 pick, number 2 pick, number 3 pick, number 4, number 5 pick, that's not what you want out of that slot. But if he's your number 8, 9, 10 pick, bruh, you can't, bruh, he will easily get you. What he got me today?
He was cooking yesterday. He had a great game.
No, he didn't play today, but last night he had like 60 fantasy points.
But he's up and down. Also, listen, let me say this too, man. Hopefully we ain't getting too technical here. I'm gonna move on after this. Bro, you gotta switch the thing to assist is too undervalued. Assist or rebound shouldn't count as the same points. Here's why you know. People can easily get 20, 25 rebounds in a game. Ain't nobody had a 20 assist game. Assist should be worth 2 points per game, and then it would make sense to have Russ. Because to me, he has some games where he had high assists and still not as many points. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, if assist was worth 2 points, man, this is the thing. This is the thing about assists. Right. Well, I hear what you're saying. Because we actually changed the value of rebounds a couple years ago. Because they were like, rebounds too low. So the whole league voted to raise the value of rebounds. But assists, I mean, I feel you, right? But
like nobody got 20 assists so far this season, but mad guys have had 20 boards plus. So to me, it shows you harder.
It's still hard. I mean, it's still hard to get 20
but it's
boards.
harder to get 20 assists than 20 boards just because it ain't been done yet. That's what I'm saying, bro. So them assists, because to me, Russ he's averaging like 8 assists a game. So to me, when I look at some of the games he's had, these last 6 look good, but I had him for a time on my team and I dropped him because it was like, bruh, he with the poor shooting and then the assist not getting me right.
Bruh, he had 71 fantasy points last night. The game before that, he had 51 fantasy points. The game before that, he had 40 fantasy points. The game before that, he had 58 fantasy points. Stop it. You knew he was going to be like, Russ is a monster when it comes to stats. He was always going to be a monster when it comes to stats.
Why you dropping him before? I'm looking, bro. You had him, you dropped him. Daryl had him, dropped him. I had him, dropped him. Now you have him again. Wait till he get you. Wait till he get you 4 points on the time you really need it. You're gonna be like, you know what, man, Russ.
No. He's expendable. Don't get me wrong. Like there's players on your team that's expendable. You need that. You need that in fantasy. Sure. But for what I'm saying is the value that you get from him is much higher than almost anybody else you can get. Like there's nobody in the free agent pool right now that you can pick up that's gonna give you more value upside than Russell Westbrook.
It's true, but he got high downside too. Some things.
He's averaging 40, so it can't be too down.
But he been on a run. When I dropped him, it was off. So it's true. Russ been playing well, man. Russ been playing well. But speaking
y'all don't be trying to hold nobody. Kawhi came back, and he balling now, son. Like I knew he would. Kawhi balling, and I got like a couple players that are just like in and out. Jordan Poole. I got Jakob Pirtle solid. Sure. Christian Wood solid. I can't believe Josh dropped him when he did because I was like, bro, you sleeping?
Nah, I should have kept Wood too. You know what? He wasn't getting utilized at the beginning of the season, bro. I drafted Wood because I knew he's a really good player. Oh snap, he's a really good player.
yo, calm down, Zach.
He's a really good player, and so I knew that he to me playing with Luka, I thought he was gonna be cooking, and I just didn't have enough patience early in the season. Because also they had him coming off the bench. I'm like, bro, start this man.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you listen to they said it. They was like at the beginning of the season they said like they weren't Jason Kidd wasn't playing him because they wanted him to play better defense, and so it wasn't a matter of him not being worthy of the minutes and worthy of a starting place. They were like trying to like kind of like nudge him to play a little bit better on defensive side. And so when you hear stuff like that and you know his capabilities, you know, I was in a position where, like I said, I was already for like 4 weeks. I started picking up players that So Jaren Jackson Jr., who was coming back off injury, I remember how good that dude was. And
True.
I just held on to him. And so now my team rounded out, and it's a problem. Last week was a problem, boy. I'm telling you.
You had a great week. I think you went over 2,000, right? Over 2,000 fantasy.
Yeah, it was like 2250.
Yeah, it was tough, man.
In a week, and usually getting 2,000 in a week is kind of tough.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it was smooth, but yeah. So we got a fantasy league. It's real tight right now. I think we only got like a few more weeks. It's supposed to be like 10 weeks total, right? Like
before the playoffs, you mean? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I know All-Star break next week. So speaking of too, bro, I was gonna say, what you think about who you got coming out the East and the West, and also what you think for MVP, bro? Who the MVP of the league so far, or even who you think's gonna win at the end of the year?
So I'm other people who thought Boston was the best team in the league last year in the playoffs. I think they choked against Golden State. I don't think Golden State was better than them. And I think Boston's showing the same thing. They're literally just showing that they're just better than everybody else in the league. I just think they are. I think on like really when it comes to like technically on paper, X's and O's, talent for talent, roster, coaching for coaching, defense, offense, every aspect of the game, I just feel like they have an edge over most teams, and they can match up with anybody. They can play big, they can play small. They got Al Horford, they got Robert Williams when he comes back defensive. They got the wing defenders, they got the point guard defenders now, Brogdon, Smart, they got the role players, White, Pritchard come off the bench, heating up. What's my man name? Williams be shooting threes and playing like they just nasty, bro. I think they should have won last year. I think it would have been good for the league if they won last year because it would have started like a new like dynasty. But I think they're coming back to get it this year, bro. So give me them coming out the Boston out of the East. The West is kind of funky, man. You got players. The West is funky because you got teams that's at the top, but you don't think they're gonna make it. Like Denver's at the top, but I don't believe them. You know what I'm saying?
I believe a little bit, bro. I believe a little bit in Denver. To me, my thing is Jokic is.
You believe in to do what? You believe in to win it all?
No, I got the Bucks beating them. I got Bucks, Denver probably. That's what I'll choose right now. And in my heart,
you think the Bucks gonna beat Boston? You think the Bucks gonna beat Boston 7-game series?
Listen, if Middleton can come back and get right, remember there was no Middleton.
Man, forget Middleton, man. By the time at this point, he's not gonna be able to round out in the form. He not Middleton is not no young dude, man. What is his injury? What's his injury?
No, he been hurt this season. He was hurt coming into the year, and I think got hurt again during the season.
But what is his injury that he's dealing with right now? You remember?
I don't know. I know I had him on my team at one point, then dropped him, man. Same thing. Let me see. What are they talking about for Chris Middleton, man? Rehab and stuff for them playing games. Oh my goodness. All right. That's the first article that came up. It said rehab tougher than playing games, Chris Middleton. All right. Anyway, listen, to me though, bro, I just believe Giannis on a different level, man. Giannis is on a different level, bro. I think
he is the best player in the league. Giannis the best player in the league.
But that don't mean help, bro. I think they can do it.
But that don't mean he's gonna win. Like LeBron been the best player in the league for a long time. He ain't won a lot of times either.
It's true. But look,
so just be the best player in the league.
I would take them. I know we talked about this before, bro. What you think about the Nets, bro? You know they had a big winning streak recently. Something or nothing, dog. You think?
They dangerous. They dangerous for sure, but
okay.
Boston, they just too good defensively, man. I mean, what I'm saying is like, think about this, right? The same thing I told you last year. Cause you remember this? Last year you said the same thing, bro. You was like, I don't know who's gonna match up with Brooklyn. And I was like, listen, that's cool.
KD laid the egg though, bro. We ain't seen KD play that bad. I never thought he
No. You ain't seen KD get clamped up that bad. That's what you ain't seen. That's not him. He didn't lay no egg. He was trying. He said it in the press conference. He was like, they were strapping me up. Like they got Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum is not as tall as long as he is, but he can bother him athletically. Jaylen Brown, the same thing. Marcus Smart, he just a dog no matter what. And then you got Robert Williams in the back. Like what I'm saying is defensively, they're just too equipped for this modern NBA. I don't see one team that has one player that can break that. Like they've shown it time and time again.
And B go crazy down low. You don't think Philly could give them some problems?
I mean, I'm not saying that they are unbeatable. I'm just saying like if they played at their best, where I've seen them play, not like if they play otherworldly, like they play out of their mind, but if they just play at the best basketball that they are capable of, and every other team in the NBA plays at the best basketball they're capable of playing, I think they're a better team. And I don't think it's really close, like top to bottom roster wise. I just don't think they had like nobody's as deep as they are with as much top talent. They got youth. You know what I'm saying? They got the youth top talent.
I got you.
You can't. So
you got Boston coming out regardless. Then Boston coming out regardless.
Not regardless, bro. I mean, anything can happen. But
your pick is Boston. You think Boston?
Yeah, Boston all the way. I think they should have won it last year. I think they could have repeated. I think they could have repeated. I think they could have won last. They should have won last year and won this year.
Who you think the MVP is then, man? All these guys I just mentioned all got a case for MVP.
Bruh, Weston ain't got a case, bruh. Shoot, Donovan Mitchell, he playing out of his mind though.
Yeah, but I still probably give those other 4 guys I just mentioned, man, or even 5.
Hey, think about it, bro. All right. What I'm saying is, are you asking me for my MVP, or are you asking me who do you think is going to get MVP? That's both, a totally different question.
Give me both. That's a good joint.
So if you say who my MVP, you got to give me Tatum. Look at their record. True. And Tatum's averaging like 30. He's going to be the first Boston Celtics to ever average 30 points in a game. Tell me that. And he number 1 in the East.
It's true.
They got a good little lead on the next team. They only lost. They 33-12. And true. Brooklyn is right behind them with that crazy win streak, and they still 27-15.
True.
So if you had to tell me right now, I'm like, yo, give me Tatum. He's out of his mind. And they on a 7-game win streak. And bruh, it looked like it's hard to beat them boys. True. Cleveland, Donovan Mitchell, I thought they were higher up in the rankings, but they're actually not that far behind. They're literally like a game behind the second spot, look like. So if they end up with the number 2 or somehow slide into the number 1 slot in the East, this is regular season we talking, and Donovan Mitchell putting up them same numbers, I can see Donovan Mitchell. I don't think Giannis going to get it because it's like he not doing enough to be like crazy for the regular season, I don't think. I think too much season has passed where he just like either had mediocre or he's just like just had okay times. I don't know. And their team not doing that great. So give me I ain't been watching too much basketball either, man. But yo, look at Memphis though, bro, too. Ja.
Yeah. Ja.
Jokic also get it too.
Yeah. I think for me, I'm going with Luka just because, man, he's giving you. I think he's leading the league in scoring. It's like 34, 9 and 9.
All right, but this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Would you still if Luka like now they're the 5th seed in the West. If if they drop down a little bit, he's not gonna get it.
That's true. They drop down.
Who? That's what I'm saying. Are you saying who you think is gonna get it or who you want to get it? Like
I think even to me, because Luka had some crazy games in the stretch here, 5 might be a little low, but if they can stay within the top 4, I think he'll get it. But it looks like Boston, like you said, is going to keep rolling. So I can see Tatum winning it. Somebody new as well.
And the West is kind of weak now, man. The West is weak.
I don't see not like because he can't. I don't see them giving him 3 in a row. He's deserved it. His numbers are crazy. He got the number 1 seed, man. Efficiency's through the roof. He's right at a triple-double, bro. He's at 25, 11, and basically round up to 10. He's at 24.7, 10.9, and 9.8 on 62% shooting. See, my thing with Jokic, this is one thing I wanted about Jokic to me. He had too many games where he doesn't shoot enough. He's such a great scorer. If you watch him, mid-range, low post, perimeter, he got everything, dog.
But he's a facilitator. He got the LeBron problem, really.
Yeah, but LeBron give you a little more points, though. LeBron didn't give you 24 in his prime. He could get up there a little more. And to me, he scores even more efficiently than LeBron. So he should be going a little bit more ham. And I think in the playoffs,
I know, but he's got better assists and better rebounds than LeBron most of the time.
But I'm talking about prime LeBron or something. Like, yeah, he's better than LeBron right now. It was like he's definitely better than LeBron right now. But even
I'm not talking about. I'm talking about young LeBron. I didn't say prime LeBron because I wouldn't say Jokic is prime. Like, how old Jokic? Dude is 27.
Yeah,
your prime is technically like 28. He like really on the edge. Like he could actually be a little bit better. It's not likely, but he could.
I gotta see something on the defense too. So to me, LeBron still had the defensive edge better too. Jokic still a quick guard. They going past Jokic easy. The quick guard,
right. He's a center, son. A slow center at that.
Don't matter. LeBron, prime LeBron. He guarding 1 through 5.
Right.
Man.
Ain't nobody saying he's better than LeBron. But I'm saying like young age LeBron.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he bro, putting up, dude's putting up numbers. I just don't believe him in the postseason. Like he don't take his game up. I like Jokic. I like Jokic as a player. I like really skilled players. You know me. I'm always gonna pick the skilled guy over the athletic guy. So I like him as a player. It's just he don't turn it up in a time like the heat moments.
But see, that's my point that I'm making too. That's why I think this even starts in the regular season. For him to be shooting 62% and just to be at 25, I'd rather it be higher, 34. Like, bro, he a bucket. When you get the ball, son, little jump hook, sky hook, post up, drop step, mid-range, fade away. He just hit a fadeaway 3 last night to win the game. This guy got everything. So to me, at 25 points, I just like a little bit more, especially since his efficiency is so high. 62% is crazy high, bro.
That's crazy high, bro.
I know. So my thing, I'd rather you be at 32 points and 54% shooting, personally. You know what I mean?
Listen, bro, this boy Jason Tatum is averaging 31, 8,
and 5,
4.
4. Mm-hmm.
I mean, bro, and bro, he be MVP, Finals MVP. Yeah, like what I'm saying is like the league is ready for a new face, and I think.
You think Tatum?
I think he can be. I'm not saying he is it. I'm saying he can be. Last year, bro, I'm telling you, bro, the way the playoffs he had last year, if he would have won that finals, everybody would have been like, gotta give it to him. He gotta be the next up. He gotta be next up.
True.
And if they would have beat Steph and Golden State in the finals,
true.
That would have been crazy. That, bro, they had what, 3 game 7s, 2 game 7s? Dude's crazy, bro. And he what is he like? He's 24 years old.
True. But to me, here's my thing. It is we kind of a little bit talked about this before. So my thing is, I think he could win. But if you want to go by even definition, most valuable, Luka just does more on court. To me, that shows more value. He a better rebounder, passer.
Yeah, but you know they're not gonna give it to him when his team not like it don't matter. Like, bro, if you're not making if your team not a playoff team, you're not getting MVP, bro.
That's a fact. So that's why I like the ball. As I think about it, the Tatum for MVP could work because I can see them having the best record. And if everybody's putting up crazy stats, especially if they can put some distance between them and have the #1 overall seed, I can see Tatum winning MVP, bro.
I think he's on a mission, bro. I think he's on a mission to kind of. Last year he choked in the finals. Yeah, and I think he like nah. You know what I'm saying? I think he ready. I thought he was gonna be ready last year when that Kobe, LeBron little outfit on. I was like, all right, dude, ready. But you know, I think the lights was too bright for him in the finals. But he was young. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Dude, 24 years old. We're gonna see. True. All right, man. So that was that. You know what you feel. Anything else? Like what else you feel?
That's it for the NBA, man. That's it for the NBA. I mean, we could probably do in a couple weeks or something. All-star ballots. That could be cool. All-star game coming up.
Yeah,
soon. Yeah.
You heard that they got like a G League dude in the dunk contest this year, first time ever.
Probably worth it, man. Some of these guys can dunk, man. They can really dunk, bro. They can. We can talk about All-Star because I got some takes too. How ideas of how to fix the All-Star game or whatnot. I got some takes, man.
All right. When they come, that's usually what Valentine's Day weekend. When is it All-Star?
Something like that. Yeah, it's coming up soon, man. So I think they've already had 2 returns.
We'll put that in the list, Miss Moderator. If you could write it down for us, babe, and you know we'll put that in the list to circle back around to is like what we think about the All-Star weekend. Do we like it? What we feel like we can improve? I know we have some takes on that, so. That'd be dope. Sure. All right.
And so the question is, Leland, yo, what were your top 5 shows of 2022? We can go back and forth. Maybe start at number 5. Some of the best shows you saw this year, bro.
The question is, because I know we have our ranking, but what category, like how are you ranking yours? Because I have like a set of like 6 or 7, and you know, like for everybody on here, like, look, this is opinions, right? So we don't have, like, I'm not a critic. I'm not a movie critic or a TV show critic, but there are some things that I like to look at technically, writing, cinematography, right? So how did you do this, Avery? Like, are you going to rank them based off like the technical specs, or just purely how much you enjoyed the show and are looking forward to more from it?
Listen, here's the thing for me, bro. Here's the thing. Listen, for me, mine are the same list. Like, yo, my number 1 is also the number 1 I'm gonna giving to someone else. Like the list I'm gonna give is like I would recommend this show. Of course, depending.
I know what your number. I know what your number 1 is, bro. I know it already.
What you think?
You might as well go ahead and listen, bro.
Listen, to me, number 1 was Severance, hands down, man, hands down. Because
I knew it.
He said he knew it. Severance is on Apple TV, man. It's on Apple TV, a really, really cool show, a really interesting premise as well. And so one thing I've realized about myself lately is that I really like sci-fi as a genre. It don't have to necessarily be like in space per se, but anything with like a technological advancement or something's happening that's different that like maybe our current society doesn't have. And so for the TV show Severance, basically the premise of the show is that there's a huge company like an Amazon or Walmart type, this huge company, I guess they make a wide range of products and stuff like that, but they've made a procedure called severance. And for that procedure, basically what happens is it severs your home life from your work life, meaning when you're at home, you can't access your work memories. When you're at work, you can't access your home memories. So you could be at work working, you don't know if you got a family, you don't know if you got kids, you don't know nothing. And so it's completely separate. And so I guess some people, you know, people always talk about separating work and life, you know, and that work-life balance. And I guess this company, that was a good way for them to do it. And so the thing I like about the show a lot is that it has interesting twists as well. It's not just like straightforward, like The Office, where the people are working inside the office, but there's like some weird twists and people trying to figure out, because even the jobs that some of the people are doing is kind of like weird. Like, okay, what does this mean exactly? We're doing this thing, but it's so random. It's not like I have a customer I'm serving and I'm placing orders. It's like they're doing really obscure stuff for their jobs. And so to me, just the fact that it was so fresh and new, I gotta give it number 1 because it was new. First season just came out. The freshness aspect. It's almost like Stranger Things. Like when Stranger Things came out, it's like, bro, this is different. This is different. So since that came out last year, that's
I'm with you. I'm with you. And this is where we're gonna get into the meeting, because I ain't finished watching Severance yet.
Wow. Oh. Dude, I thought you finished watching it.
Nah, son. We tried, bro. Like this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm hate on the show because I haven't watched it completely, and for what I have watched, I enjoyed it. The killer is like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it could be a great show, but for me, like, I'm just not like it didn't grab me enough. I had to sit down and watch it, right? So there's a couple shows on my list that, you know, regardless of whether they were already out and I binged them or they came out every week, I just felt like I couldn't put it down. So like Severance, did you watch it? Does it come out once a week? Or does it come out weekly?
And we were looking forward to it like crazy, man. We were looking forward to it.
So you watched it weekly. I think some shows I think actually work better like that, honestly. I think the anticipation of a show coming out every week, I think it works better. But I don't know. Severance not it for me. I don't think it's on my top 5, mainly just because I ain't watched it. My number 1 for 2022, purely based off like I just need to see what's going to happen. House of the Dragon, bro. Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, number 1. It's not even. It is actually close. It is close.
Okay.
But it's just, bro. I know we talked about this a little bit too. He was like, "Man, it's just all right." But I'm like, "Nah, it's not just all right. Like it's the drama, the intrigue, the politics." That same dude that reviewed it, he had House of the Dragon number 2, Severance number 1. But yeah, no, man, House of the Dragon was dope. It was dope because one, like they had to make a show that was a prequel to a highly popular show that fell off at the end. Like people were really like not really feeling Game of Thrones the way it ended, and they came back with a prequel, which is always most of the time.
True.
And I think they actually did a better job at this one season than like a few of the seasons of the actual Game of Thrones.
I can see that, especially the latter seasons, definitely.
Maybe especially one for one, right? If you the first season of Game of Thrones and the first season of House of the Dragon, I think it's not even close, right? The world building. I mean, they did like 3 time skips in a season. How's that even possible? But you still felt like you knew these characters a little, like, you know,
Listen,
the brother, like, dang.
I'm be honest. I'm glad they got that one chick out of here, though, bro. The girl the first girl, the main one. See, I'm bad with names and shows. The main person with the white hair, the youngest version of her. Yeah, I'm glad she went into the adult version after.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I just didn't really like her as much when they leveled her up into the older one. Yeah. Plus, also she was more wise too. I feel like she was more wise and cunning as the older one, and she was kind of getting played when she was younger, which I guess makes sense. She's young.
That makes sense. Yeah. That's the question. Like I'm saying, what show have you seen that's had that type of character development? I mean, they skipped time. A handful of times in one season. 8, what was it? 9 episodes, and you still kind of like felt what this person was. So the gravity that they built in that show was dope. But yeah, we watched that, man. Like we watched the recaps, we watched other people's reviews of the show every week. We was looking forward to it. Like it was absolutely like we had to watch it. So for me, House of the Dragon, number one, 2022. Absolutely looking forward to 2020 to season 2. Man.
Okay. What else you got, bro? Number 2 for you. I got my number 2 too.
This is where it starts getting tough, man.
Let me hit you with mine then while you're waiting, bro.
All right, go ahead.
For sure, Better Call Saul season 6, the last season. Have you seen that show? What you doing that face for? Have you seen it?
I ain't watched Better Call Saul since season 1, bro.
Hey, listen, it's a slow build. I'm not gonna lie. It's a slow build. We don't got time
for that. We don't have time for slow builds. Man.
Actually, I was going to talk about that too. When you talked about season 1 to 1, I feel like now shows are just kind of hitting the ground running a little bit faster than they used to. Because you talk about Game of Thrones being a little bit, or this episode of House of Dragon being better than season 1. I even think with Breaking Bad, which Better Call Saul is a prequel and a sequel. Actually, there's a lot of the show that actually takes place eventually after. Yeah, they get into that stuff after. But I don't know. I feel like it is a slower burn. But I stuck with it, man. Some shows where I'm invested in, I stuck with it. We may not talk about this episode, but I also just watched the last episode of Walking Dead, season 12. Y'all might think I'm crazy, but I just had to see how it ended, man. And so for me, Better Call Saul, it was phenomenal, man. It was phenomenal. The last like 3 seasons got crazy. So many like different storylines are building. And the thing I like about it too is that you had a lot of characters that you were invested
already in. Yeah, that's just it though. Sometimes it's like the world is already like it's already built. And I got a show on my top that I know you ain't watched, but it's on here kind of for that same reason.
Okay.
And I don't know, man. Number 2, number 3 is kind of weird for me. Everywhere else on my list, I'm gonna just put a disclaimer out with the maybe like number 5.
Sure.
They can all kind of like depending on how I feel. For my number 2 to counteract your number 2, I'm gonna go with The Bear, bro. The Bear. Listen.
That's on FX, right?
FX.
Mm-hmm. What's it about, dog?
Also on Hulu. The Bear had the most surprising show that I liked all year long. Like, if I even tell you the premise, it'll put you to sleep. But the show, the way they executed the show is crazy. Like the amount of drama. Like, I think I was watching the review right before this, and then one of the guys was like, look, man, one episode was shot in one take.
It's true. That first episode, the pilot episode, I saw that.
That's crazy.
It's true.
That's crazy. Like the angles, the dynamics, the energy that was going into that show from the first 15 seconds, you're already pulled into that show. And we couldn't down. So we binged it, right? We didn't watch it as it came out. So we binged it, but we literally killed it in like a day. Like it was short. They're short episodes too. So
they're like less than 30 minutes, I want to say, right?
Yeah, they're like 25 something odd minutes. Most of them, I think one of them is kind of long, but yeah, bro, I couldn't put it down. Like the acting, the shots, the intrigue, the story, the drama, like, bro, you was feeling like your feels.
Yeah, but let me tell you guys, man, this ain't even a spoiler because you got to at least tell what the show about. So first of all, the very first scene too, I feel like, well, that's gonna be a spoiler almost, maybe.
You can't spoil it, bro.
No, but I can tell you this, guys. It's about a guy that's cooking in the kitchen in Chicago, man. That's what the show's about. That's what the show's about, and that's what it won awards about. That's what I'm saying, though.
Like, think about how simple the premise is, but why is this winning awards? Like, it is highly touted as one of the best shows that came out in 2022, and that's on everybody's list. That was my number 2, man. All right, what's your number 3, bro?
Listen, show I got into. Actually, the rest of these can kind of go in any order-ish, like you. Some really good shows I saw, though. I had Barry season 3. It's on HBO. It's a comedy. See, you saw Barry?
We haven't seen season 3, but we watched season 1 or season 2. I can't remember.
It's different, man. It's different.
No, Barry's funny. Barry's
pretty funny, but also he kind of really going through it now. I feel like seasons 1 and 2 was a little more lighthearted. Like now he's really like wrestling. So basically the premise of Barry, he's a hitman who's trying to kind of turn his life on straight. He's trying to become an actor. So if you guys saw that, what's that show? Get Shorty. Similar
Get Shorty. Get Shorty was dope too.
That show was up there. They probably about, so if you saw Get Shorty, it's the same thing about a crime guy trying to get in that film. But this is a little more of a comedy, though. This is a little more of a comedy. It's on HBO. Season 3 was great. So that's 3 for me, probably. A low-key one that you might not have seen. Actually, let me go ahead and go here. With The Boys. I thought The Boys was pretty good. I think season 3. Actually, no, scratch The Boys. This TV show called Blackbird. It was a miniseries on Apple TV. Miniseries. I don't remember how many episodes. That was really good. It's probably going to win some stuff for like best miniseries for sure. It's about a guy he has to kind of go. It's a crime guy. He's a criminal. He's like in a mob or some sort of gang or something like that, and he has to go undercover to try to get a serial killer's confession to figure out where these bodies are buried. So it's like a thriller. It's a drama. He has to go into the prison and basically try to figure out, hey, this serial killer, he's about to walk this other serial killer. And
what's it on?
It's on Apple TV. It's called Blackbird.
Okay.
So this is a heavy show, pretty dark actually. It kind of reminds me of what's that show? True Detective type vibes almost. If you saw True Detective, you guys like True Detective. It's up there. So to me, that's probably like number 3-ish. Barry. And also another show I watched, Primal. This is an animated show, actually on adult.
Wait. What are we talking about? So are you talking your top team? What's up?
I mean, I'm gonna get them out there, bro. Just top 5. That's 5. That's 5. But 3 through 5 kind of interchangeable. They don't really stand out more than the other.
Okay. So these other ones you saying they're 4 and 5. You saying
3, 4, 5 between Barry, Primal, and
Blackbird.
Yeah. Primal. So let me tell you about Primal, which is interesting. So once again, an interesting.
You got some weird shows, cuz.
Listen. So okay, I watch a lot of TV. Like you said, I have this one website. I'm not gonna mention here for legal purposes, but basically it got everything, and it's got the ranking too. It's got the ranking of the shows, and so sometimes I look at like other than Rotten Tomatoes, like it has out of 100. This is just out of 10, 1 to 10 with the audience score. So I had a pretty good rating. I think I watched that most before it. And so the thing about Primal is it's an interesting show in that, at least for season 1, there are like 0 words in the show. It's no words at all. It's about a caveman that befriends a T-Rex and them surviving like 4,000 years ago. Yeah.
Bruh. Wait.
Listen, if you like
bruh,
action,
that sounds so dry, son.
It's not
no words?
It's fast-paced. No words, because he can't talk. It's a caveman, so he can't talk. You know what I mean? He can't talk. They just be yelling at each other, and the dinosaur be like, "Arr." That's it, bro. That's
Wait. How did it be again? Said.
That's it, dog. Listen, give it a shot, yo.
No. How did dinosaur be, bro? Why you
I don't know, because it's a little higher pitch. It's a little higher.
Why you put your hands up for the dinosaur?
Because the dinosaur is opening his mouth yelling. You know what I mean? Yeah, so he just be yelling. Him and the dinosaur be yelling. So it's real cool because basically, dude, he actually like saves the dinosaur at one point, and then they just kind of form a little bond. And so he be riding on the back of the T-Rex, and they be getting busy, son. They be getting busy, bro.
Primal. I gotta see this. I gotta see one episode, son. Listen, I promise you, if I watch one episode, it's trash. I'm gonna flame you next episode.
Listen, dude. Here's the thing.
That sounds crazy.
Season 2 was even better. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't have gave season 1, but season 2 was really crazy, man, because it was crazy, dude. So to me, it's a different type of show, guys. If you like any type of animation shows, give it a shot. If you like,
wait, it's animated.
Yeah, it's animated.
Right.
Crude animation, like it ain't really great animation at all, but it's kind of fits the theme.
My number 3, man.
What's up?
And I know you ain't watched this joint, which is wild flagrant to me.
Oh,
we talked about world building, right? Like the history and it being a spinoff. Mm-hmm. It's a spinoff. You talk about House of the Dragon, right? It's a spinoff.
Yeah.
It already had a rich history that people already knew. So it kind of was easier to kind of like build on top of it. Same thing like Better Call Saul, right? You got a history, you have Breaking Bad, you can build on top of it. I'm going with Power, son. Power Book 2, Ghost, Tariq, St. Patrick. You sleeping, dog. You're actually sleeping. How you watch all these shows, bro, but you're not watching the cultural classics, bro? They cultural classics.
First of all, easily. First of all, even Snowfall, I believe, came out last year. That one on my list. But to me, it's easy. That website I go to, it's in the 7s, man. It's in the 7s. I got better shows to watch that's in the 8s or 9s. So
bruh, listen, man, come on, son. You can't let the critics dictate your life, son. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna eat at a place.
This is the fans, bro.
Nah, son. What do you think, son? What's your rating, son?
Okay, my first thing is the reason I didn't watch it is because I ain't like Tariq. Well, I'm gonna watch a show about somebody I ain't like. And Tommy got corny at the end. Yo, let me feed you a bullet sandwich. Neither one of those jokers I wanted to watch. To me, Ghost was the main. Yeah, exactly. You already said that in Power. Yeah, which one of you guys want a bullet sandwich? Yo, man, listen. I want to try to watch one of these spinoffs for me. So to me, that's where they had me off it, man. And even to me, look, I like it, bro. I like 50 Cent. So to have a young
50 Cent go.
But it's not him though. So I kind of like 50
He is in there. That's what I'm saying. Like he in there.
Well, it's been some seasons now, so maybe they caught up to where he was before. But that's the main reason I ain't watched those shows, man. But to me,
listen, bro, you're sleeping if you ain't watching. Look, I know it's like what I'm saying is like, look,
yeah.
Like I said before, when my disclaimer on this list is that it's not a technically sound show. There's a lot of plot holes. The acting is not prestige. It's all the time. But bro, when we talking about pure entertainment, like really, what shows is. What I'm saying is at the root of it, at the core, TV show is about entertainment. But no, Power. I mean, really, I wish I could throw in Raising Kanan. Both of the spinoffs are dope. Like, I don't know why you ain't watched them, son. Like, I feel like you're doing yourself a disservice.
Here's even the main difference here, bro. Here's the main difference. Who didn't like Saul Goodman in Breaking Bad? He was dope. He's a lawyer. He had connection. He was witty. He found loopholes.
Was he dope? I don't know.
Well, at least on the show, he's doper. But to me, he still had value. He wasn't like, okay, he was saying giving good information. He had these mob connections or cartel connections.
Yeah, he was a nice side character.
Yeah, but also he was witty, smart. He knew the law. He could get you out of a jam, all this stuff, man. So to me, I was more interested in seeing that. Plus, Breaking Bad's like one of the best shows ever. Than I was seeing Power. Power also fell off towards the end there. And then you had a character I didn't even like in Tariq. So to me, that's an easy not watch. Way easier than, hey, the greatest show ever, bringing back the same writers with this dude who was already kind of helpful character.
But bro, you had 2 years to get into it, man. You had 2 years.
But it's a lot of shows out there.
3 years.
It's a lot of shows out there.
Bro, you talking about Primal, son? You talking about
Primal? Yeah, that's a hit, bro.
T-Rex babies getting raised in the wild.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. That's
you not even watching the show you already started on.
Yeah. No, that's just hard, bro. I'm telling you, man, it's hard, bro. So to me, there's a lot of good TV. I got to choose my time wisely, man. I ain't trying to watch nothing too bad, yo.
I think I might go with that Laker joint, bro. It's winning time. Number 4. Okay. It's winning time. The Laker. Like
number 5, bro.
Huh?
What's number 5 also? Then you can go back to 4 and 5.
Number 5, it probably have to be like Ozark, maybe. Let me see. Bruh, Bel Air was dope to me too, man.
I like Bel Air. That was a good show for sure.
Bel Air was to me too. It's not like your traditional, but like the how they spun off the old Fresh Prince. I thought it was gonna be an absolute dud, and it turned out the complete opposite. Like we was watching that show.
That was a good show for sure.
It was so real, man. Like the dynamics of like an highly successful Black family in like modern day time was so dope to me. So like just off of that strength, I gotta put Bel Air in. And number 5, I'm gonna put Bel Air in. But all right, go back to my joint. Number 4, Winning Time, the Lakers show. Probably the biggest surprise, maybe The Bear and Winning Time, as far as like shows that I thought I would not like this much. Yeah. The Lakers show was great. Now I know there's a lot of controversy about the Lakers not being like a part of the show and stuff like that, but the dang storytelling and cinematography, they killed that joint at HBO.
Yeah, man. HBO, Showtime, heck, even Apple, Amazon, these shows have just a lot of money behind the studios, man. So you can really crank out a quality show, man.
Man, I mean, the dude that got to play Magic, the dude that got to play Magic on the show, I'm like, bro, I believe this guy 100%. This is Magic Johnson.
For sure,
like,
for sure.
How well the TV show gets you to like really come out of your mind and like get into the show, believe it, be anticipated for the next thing is like how I rank my list for 2022. So Winning Time, the Lakers joint, and number 5, Bel Air. Like I said before, I had very low expectations for it. I hate reboots. I hate reboots, and I hate reboots, and I hate reboots. Like I don't like them. So the fact that I actually was like, man, like me and Ashley was like, let's just give it a shot. Watch the first episode. It was like, yo, like it's a little dramatic. Don't get me wrong, like it's a little extra, but
yeah, bro. They did Carlton dirty. That's my only complaint with the show, man. I was like, bro,
they made him a villain almost. They made him a antagonist. Like I think they needed that in the
they had to give him all the personal problems, bro. He had a lot of personal problems. Like, damn, they really got caught to him.
Bro, it's the thing. It's real. That's today. Like, you don't think people have in high school have, drug addiction or like they're going through depression and like that's what I liked about the show is that it was real. The marriage dynamics. Like, bro, I know you're not married, but I'm married. I've been married for 7 years, bro. Like the nuance and dynamic is like oftentimes not even shown on screen, let alone like the conflict resolution. Sure, like I said, in an affluent Black family, like it was fire.
That was good, man. I like that.
I give it high. I'm absolutely looking on to number 2. So I had to make my top 5.
Okay.
Bel Air, fine.
Well,
so
I think we can maybe skip out of the shows. We did hit the shows a lot. We hit the shows a lot.
Yeah. Like just hit this, like all right, going forward, right? Like what are we looking forward to? We don't got to talk about like give us like 30 seconds of like the shows that's out right now that you watching or you looking forward to.
2 shows just dropped this past week. I'm really looking forward to Your Honor with Bryan Cranston. The same guy was the main character in Breaking Bad. Your Honor, it comes on FX maybe or Hulu. I can't remember which one.
Showtime. Cinemax, something.
Actually, you might be right. Anyways, called Your Honor. Your Honor, episode 1 just dropped. I think we're gonna be talking about that weekly. It was a really good episode.
Season 1, might be top really 10 good. All time, son.
It was really good.
I thought we was just gonna keep one season. See, that season 1 was very good.
It was actually meant to be a mini series, bro. But I guess
that's what I thought.
So good. They kept it going. It was a mini series, but it was so good.
I don't know. I'm interested to see if it was worth what they did or if they just try to get the money grab.
Well, listen, we'll talk about episode 1 next week, but so far, they got some good storylines going for them. They got some good storylines going.
All right, we're gonna be with it. I'm gonna watch it by next week. What else?
Just for me, Invincible. I guess I'm listening a lot of
anime shows. Son. Invincible, top 10 all time, top 15 all time already. Like
Invincible came out in 2021. It's a show on Amazon Prime. If you watch The Boys, I know The Boys is really popular. It's even better than The Boys.
It's better than The Boys.
It's better than The Boys, and The Boys is good.
And this is animated, and it's probably the best, one of the best animated shows I've seen. And I watch anime. Like it is very good. It's very good.
That's coming out this year.
The comedy, the voice acting, like the animation is all fire. Invincible, whenever can I come back? Gotta get it. I gotta watch
100%. You gotta watch Invincible. Yeah, that would be
The Last of Us. Yeah. The Last of Us, the spin. I mean, a show off that game that's highly acclaimed. That's gonna be dope. And I think I'm watching BMF. You watch BMF first season?
I haven't yet, but I also see something similar. See, I do watch the Black. Listen, I watched Godfather of Harlem. That just came back out too with what's my boy name? Forrest Whitaker. He the main character in that joint. It's about a mobster set back in the day.
Yeah, we try to watch that, man. Forrest Whitaker, not a huge Forrest Whitaker.
Me either, but it's pretty good. So I'm gonna watch that again. They got Malcolm X. The guy that plays Malcolm X in there is a standout. I think he played him some other stuff too. Yeah.
All right. Cool. So we hit it. We covered it for sure. Shows, like I said, this is definitely gonna be a huge topic for us. Going to we both consume a lot of media and TV shows and movies. So it's definitely going to be a reoccurring thing. So feel free to come back if that's what you're interested in.
For sure.
But that's it, man. But yeah, I mean, I think we covered it, man. I mean, I think for like the first one, I mean, I hope everybody that's like tuned in, they enjoyed it. They were entertained. Like I said, we're going to do this, we're going to do this often, man. Hopefully every week. I think, it's just going to be like our time where we come together and we just chop it up, man. Like I said, we're cousins. We pretty much brothers, man. We grew up, close.
Definitely.
And we don't talk to each other often, but when we do, it's kind of like this. We're laughing, we joking, we're thinking. Like I said, we're both. We come from different backgrounds. Avery's in the sciences. He's getting his PhD. I'm a retired engineer or computer science IT guy, turned real estate investor and entrepreneur. So we got like a lot of diverse perspectives and understanding. And so, we liked it, man. We hope that you rock with it. I mean, hope you were entertained by it. We're excited about the opportunity. We're excited about the topics that are going to come up in real time as they come in week after week. Memes and, bro, there's a meme I actually should have brought up, man. There's kind of, maybe we'll do it the next time. They had Russell Westbrook looking crazy, but we'll talk about that the next time. But
you talking about that shot last night?
Huh?
After that shot last night?
The joint when he threw it in the stands. You seen that joint?
Well, I did see that one. Even on the fast break, you talking about that one on the fast break?
Fast break, he just threw it straight out of the stand. I was like, bro, that's the crazy thing I seen that live too. But no, this one was like a meme. There was like they made all the NBA players, like the prominent NBA players, they turned them into like women. Like they made them look like women, but like they had like 20 of them. It was a big post. And then like the last one was Russell Westbrook, and he looked wild. Like, and the dude came in there with the comments, was like, bro, looked like he used all 6 fouls. And that joint, yo, I'm telling you, it went crazy.
All right, we get it next time. Next time.
But that's pretty much the gist, man. That's what we're gonna be about, man. We're gonna be a lot of fun. Some comments are gonna have some well thought out points, and it's gonna be, maybe educational, I guess. But a lot of things are just gonna be opinionated, just hilarious, as you can see. Life experiences, past experiences that we've had, and so we're dope, man. This is gonna be a good time, man, for sure.
So y'all keep rocking with us, man. It's just gonna get better and better. And so this was the Yo Hear Me Out podcast. We'll see you guys soon.
Hear us out. Peace.